Yes, hello, welcome again to my channel. My name is Hexy, and today I'm going to demonstrate to you how we do configure IP phones alone without PCs on our network. I'm going to use Cisco Packet Tracer 7 for the illustration. Let me go ahead and open it. Remember last time we had configured IP phones together with computers in our network, and to make a recap on that, we created sub-interfaces for our computers and the other sub-interface was for our IP phones. Then we encapsulated the ports, and the encapsulation format was .1q, and we assigned the IP addresses to the port. We created the DHCP pool. It's the same procedure that we are going to do this same round, but we are not creating sub-interfaces. In order want to create service, just in case in future he has a plan of adding computers to that network, he can create the sub interfaces earlier, or else he can just use the default VLAN, the VLAN one, make the configurations afterwards. When he get computers to add to that network, then he can reconfigure the entire system or the entire network. It's when he or she will have to create sub interfaces. Let's go ahead. I need the router 2811 series. I also need a switch 2960, and this time round I'm going to I'm taking 5 IP phones. So as I told you earlier on, when you're selecting a device and you need to select it once, you just hold Ctrl down and select the device such that you keep pasting it 3, 4 and 5. That's it. Still, the configuration part will remain the same. Nothing changes apart from not creating the sub interfaces. So go to our router, command line interface. Now enable configure terminal interface FA0/0, enter IP address 192.168.1.1 and the net mask .0, enter. Oops. What have I typed wrong? The net mask. Yeah. Enter. After that, we have to go ahead and create a DHCP pool. IP DHCP. Sorry, we need to exit from interface mode. Then IP DHCP pool. We give it a name. This time round, let me give it phones. Enter. The network, which is 192.168.1.0, then the net mask, enter. This time round I haven't gone with 10. There is a reason as to why, because normally when we assign this IP address, when you don't exclude some of the IP address now like this, you might find that the router is redistributing this IP that you've assigned to the router to your IP phones unknowingly. Then that will conflict. But good enough, it just shows you a notification that IP conflict and it assigns a different IP. Now let me just go ahead and exclude it from the range, and when let me just exclude it. IP DHCP exclude. Oh, sorry. Then default router first. 68.1.1. Then option 150 IP 192.168 160, then IP 092.168.1.1, and enter. If you at all feel like you want to assign the DNS, you can go ahead and assign the DNS, and then you exit from there. HCP exclude .192.168.1.1, then exit of the telephony service, maximum directory number, have 5 phones, maximum e-phones 5, auto assign 1 to 5, auto assign 4 to 6. Just in case your phones are beyond 6, you can still use other number. When you come to auto assign here and type in a question mark, it will show you a range of numbers. The range must be from 1 to 144. You can still go ahead and say auto assign, then you give it 1 to 144 and then hit enter. Still it can accept. That's the range, but I don't need this. Then I go ahead and type in IP source address 192.168.1.1, then the port number, which is 2000, enter, exit, come to global configurations and type in ephone -e directory number 1, you assign it a number 100, 1000, 1002, then DN2, the number we assign it 1003, then we exit and write configurations permanently. Now we come to the switch, enable configure terminal interface range, and this time round I'm not creating any VLAN. I'm just going to use the default VLAN 1 FA0/1 to 5 switch port mode access, then switch port voice VLAN 1, enter, exit. Not ranking, what do right. Then we just have to connect the devices. And you see the port is still in shutdown mode. So we have to go ahead and power our phones, and one phone won't be registered. I will tell you the reason as to why. To come here, interface FA0/0, no shut, that's it. it's either one or two phones likely not to be registered. Let's wait and watch. Go further, let us see the running configs. You can see the phones are being registered. If phone 1 with this IP registered, if phone 2 with that IP registered. So what phones are registered? How many phones are you having? There are 3 phones to go. This is registered, and this. So this phone is registered. And the other thing that we've not done, we've only configured 2 phones. When you go back to our settings here, we've only assigned ePhone 1 and ePhone 2. Where are the settings? Yeah, up here, ePhone directory 2, directory number 2, it's where we have stopped. That means we need to assign the other phones. Conft ePhone DN3, give it a number 2030. ePhone DN4 numbers, you can see the third phone is assigned. Number 2020, it's also assigned and registered. Then ePhone 5, number 1010. Then yeah, so far we have 5 phones, and the 5th one wasn't assigned. The reason behind the 5th one not to be assigned is that the port range that we've switched access from port 1 to port 5, not knowing that the router is also picking 1 port, so the phones are left on 4 ports. That means we have also to switch port 6 to voice. Let's do that, and the phone will be registered. Exit from there, and you will see here that the phone is registered. So far we registered 4 phones. Let me go to the switch interface, then range, or still I can just switch one port. Interface FS0/6, switch port, mode, access, then switch port, voice, VLAN 1, exit, go right. And when we go to the router, you will see that the phone, it's still switching the port to access mode. Then afterwards, when the port is green, when you check on our router, it will have registered the phone, and the phone must be having an IP address and the extension number that we've assigned to it. Now when we go ahead and check on our router, you see that phone 5 has been registered successfully, and they can now all call one another in this very network. Then phone 3, come here 4, these 5 phones are now registered. This one, the extension is 1010. 1010 can call this one, which is 2030. Let's go ahead. 2030 call. It's calling. We hang. Come to 2030 and call. Sorry. And call 1010. It's ringing. Receive and hang. Can see line disconnected, but earlier on it was ringing. Let me show you. Sorry. Here they show you that the phone is ringing, and here they show you the phone is coming from this extension 2030. The phone is coming from this extension, from this number 2030, and here they show you this 2030 is calling 1010. Here they show you it's ringing out, and here it's ringing in. So when he picks, they will show you that the phones are connected, and when he disconnects, they will show you that the phones are disconnected. That's it. So let me go ahead and pick up another phone. This is phone 3, so I need phone 2, and phone 2, the extension is 2020. This one is 2030, I think. Yeah. Now when you call 2020, it will ring. That means they can all communicate on the network, and when 2020 calls 2030, it will also ring. So thank you for your time. If this video was important to you or it taught you something, just subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Have a nice weekend. Let's meet in our next video, probably tomorrow, when we are to talk about Windows operating system. See you then.